close your eyes. Imagine you're floating in the vast, silent expanse of space. Below you, the earth hangs like a blue and white marble, a beacon of home. But what happens when something goes wrong? When the delicate machine carrying you through the void falters and home feels a million miles away? This is a story about those moments, but it's not about the astronauts, you know. It's about the unsung heroes back on Earth, the engineers in mission control, whose tireless minds and steady hands reach across the stars to bring our explorers home. Tonight, we journey into the heart of NASA's mission control, a place where impossible problems meet incredible solutions. This isn't a tale of dramatic explosions or Hollywood action. It's a story of quiet courage, of late nights fueled by coffee and calculations, of a team of brilliant individuals becoming a single, problem-solving mind. These are the engineers of Earth, the guardians of the final frontier. Let's rewind to the Apollo era. The whole world watched as Armstrong took that one small step. But behind that iconic moment were thousands of hours of work by engineers who designed, built, and tested every single component of the spacecraft. They were the ones who wrote the manuals, ran the simulations, and anticipated every conceivable failure. And when the inconceivable happened, they were the ones who had to find a way. Think about Apollo 13. Houston, we've had a problem. For words that sent a chill through mission control and around the world. An oxygen tank had exploded, crippling the service module. The command module, their ride home, was dying. Panic could have set in, but it didn't. Instead, a calm, focused energy filled the room. Led by Flight Director Gene Kranz, the teams went to work. The problem was immense. They had to save 3 astronauts with a fraction of the power and resources they were supposed to have. The lunar module, designed to support 2 men for 2 days on the moon, now had to become a lifeboat for 3 men for 4 days. It was like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole, but the hole was in space, and the peg was the only thing keeping your friends alive. Engineers from different teams, who had maybe only ever passed each other in the hallway, now had to work together seamlessly. The environmental systems team, the Enviro Console, faced a critical issue. The astronauts were exhaling carbon dioxide, and the lunar module's filters were becoming saturated. The command module had spare filters, but they were square. The lunar module's openings were round. So what did they do? They dumped a box of everything available on the spacecraft onto a table in Houston. Duct tape, plastic bags, cardboard from flight manuals, hoses, and they said build a filter. It was a moment of pure, raw engineering genius. Using only what the astronauts had on board, they designed a makeshift adapter and radioed the instructions 200,000 miles through space. And it worked. They literally saved the crew with duct tape and ingenuity. That's the spirit of mission control. It's not about having all the answers. It's about having the dedication to find them, no matter what. This spirit wasn't a one-time thing. It's woven into the very fabric of NASA. Fast forward to the space shuttle era. During the first ever satellite repair mission in 1984, the crew of STS-41C tried to capture the Solar Max satellite with the shuttle's robotic arm. But a small clip on the satellite prevented the arm from grappling it properly. The satellite started tumbling, its solar panels slowly dying. The multi-million-dollar mission was on the verge of failure. Back in Houston, engineers were huddled around their consoles. They didn't give up. They analyzed the wobble, calculated the spin, and devised a new plan. They realized the shuttle itself could be used to stabilize the satellite. They developed a precise series of thruster firings for the shuttle commander to perform, a delicate dance in zero gravity. The commander, Bob Crippen, had to manually fire the thrusters to gently nudge the massive shuttle into position, stopping the satellite's spin without touching it. It was a maneuver that had never been practiced, a solution invented on the fly, and it worked. The arm grabbed the satellite, it was repaired, and a new era of in-space servicing was born. All because a team on the ground refused to accept defeat. These stories are about more than just technical skill. They're about teamwork, trust, and a shared sense of purpose. In mission control, every voice matters. The flight director orchestrates the room, but they rely on the expertise of each controller at their console. The person monitoring propulsion, the guidance officer, the communications expert each is a world-class specialist. They speak in a rapid-fire language of acronyms and data, but underneath it all is a deep, unspoken trust. When one person says go, the entire room trusts their judgment. That's how they move with such speed and precision. It's a culture of what they call tough and competent. You have to be tough enough to handle the immense pressure, to make life or death decisions in a split second. And you have to be competent to know your system inside and out, better than anyone else on the planet. Failure is not an option, it's not just a cool movie line. It's the creed they live by. It's the promise they make to the astronauts who are trusting them with their lives. Even when missions go perfectly, the engineers are there, silently watching over every system. For every beautiful spacewalk, every successful science experiment, there's a team on the ground monitoring heart rates, oxygen levels, and power consumption. They are the invisible safety net, the calm voice in the astronaut's ear, making sure that every step taken in the void is a safe one. They manage the complex choreography of the International Space Station, a permanently inhabited outpost in orbit. They plan the spacewalks, coordinate the arrival of cargo ships, and troubleshoot the countless minor issues that pop up every day, from a faulty pump to a computer glitch. Their work is often meticulous and unseen, a constant, quiet hum of excellence that keeps the lights on in space. This legacy continues today with the Artemis program as we prepare to return to the moon and go on to Mars. A new generation of engineers sits at the consoles in Houston, learning from the legends of Apollo and the shuttle, and writing their own chapters in the history of exploration. The challenges are new, longer missions, harsher environments, more complex spacecraft, but the spirit remains the same: the quiet heroism, the relentless problem-solving, the unwavering commitment to the mission. So, the next time you look up at the night sky and see a satellite streaking past, or watch a rocket launch carrying humans toward the stars, remember the hidden figures. Remember the engineers of Earth. They may not have their faces on magazine covers or their names in history books, but they are the bedrock of human spaceflight. They are the proof that with teamwork, intelligence, and an unbreakable spirit, we can solve any problem, overcome any obstacle, and reach for the stars. They are the ones who make the journey possible, and the ones who always bring our heroes home. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of mission control. If you enjoyed this story of quiet heroism, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves space. Your support helps us tell more stories like this. Until next time, keep looking up.